tonight. And the truth about cats and dogs will be revealed here in the Rizal Memorial Stadium as we have kicked off Malaysia in their traditional strip of gold and black with yellow socks. It's the Philippines in all blue today with white trim moving from left to right. And that will go out for a throw-in. Ray Johnson, born in Cebu, lived there till the age of 8, then moved to the land of his father, Iceland. And what's it like when you kick off a game like this, Marielle?
Well, definitely very exciting. And I'm sure all the Philippine ASCAL players are very excited to play for their home crowd. And again, you know, this is a big match. It's a big test for them. And they're out there to prove something. And you come into a friendly, again, even if it's a friendly, you say it's a friendly, it is never really a friendly on the pitch.
When you have 22 proud men on a 68-meter by 105-meter surface, there's no such thing as friendly. Fadli Muhammad Shas there. Good look at him. And I'm quite impressed by the physical stature of these Malaysian players. Some of them are quite big and strong.
That's right. So they were saying that, you know, the Philippine ASCALs are known to be physically strong. And so a lot of challenges, we can expect a lot of challenges in this match. But the Malaysian players, you know, they play short passing games, so you can expect that they're very quick.
Girado, not the best of deliveries. He was looking for Dennis Wolf and kind of sliced that one with his left foot. This is going now to Muhammad Azharuddin Putra Omar, number 4, who was a member of the Southeast Asian Games squad. And there's Kunanlan. We were talking, Marielle, about how Malaysia likes to play a very continental style, short passing game. Let's see if they can do it against the Philippines.
That's right. I think Coach Raja Gaba, you know, he said that they've had this system ever since they started, so they're very comfortable with that. They know that the Philippine ASCALs is not an easy team to play, especially on home turf. So they will not change their system because they've been comfortable with that short passing game.
First touch of the ball for Wanzak Haikal Wanor, number 15. That ball trickles out. Wanzak Haikal Wanor is alongside 2 of his other mates on the Malaysian squad, has played in the Slovakian league with Zlate Moravce. So they've gotten a taste of European football. That's the quality we're expecting tonight. Kunanlan. Subramanian Kunanlan is dealt with by James Young Husband. Manaf Mamat, number 14, hounded by Lexton Moy. Muhammad Bunyamin Umar, a chance for Malaysia. The cross is on. The dummy. Safi was about to put that one in the net. And out of nowhere comes Carly De Morga to knock that ball away.
Definitely a good play from the Malaysian Tigers. I think they will really be testing the Philippine ASCALs. There you go. A good cross, grounder, and a flick there or a dummy for the Malaysian number 10. Again, Safi, who we've said earlier on will really be a threat to the Philippine defense.
Abdul Manaf Mamat there with the dummy. Very cheeky. That really confuses the defense. It freezes the defense, doesn't it?
That's right.
Johnson. Dennis Wolf, he's got Phil to his left. This is Phil. Brother James is forward. Wolf has some room. The shot at goal is just wide. Dennis Wolf thought he was going to get his first international goal. But he'll have to wait.
Here we go. Good pass by Phil to James, who was inside the penalty box. And Wolf trying to touch, but unfortunately getting a missed touch on that ball. So, but again, a good opportunity for the Philippines to score on those attempts.
Surprised at how easily Wolf was able to find some room. Clearance goes straight to Carly Demurga. James flicking this forward. It will be sensibly headed out of bounds by Subramaniam Suryaparad. He's from Kuala Lumpur, plays for Kelantan. He played against Chelsea 4 years ago, part of a Malaysia selection. So he has played against top opposition. Jason Sabio from Kaya FC. Long throw in near the 6-yard box. Phil Young-Husband has to scamper for that. And it will be controlled by Malaysia. That'll go forward for the keeper. That long throw of Jason Sabio is such a threat, especially when you've got a field like this, maybe 66, 68 meters, unlike the 74-meter fields you have in Europe.
That's right. You know, anything that you throw into the box, the penalty box, is always a threat for the defense of the opposing team. So Philippines seems to be playing really well, playing organized with their movement. As you can see, both Malaysia and the Philippines are playing compact. They were playing compact, you know, in the small area of the pitch. So this is what you want to see in this kind of game. You know, that everyone is moving together, everyone is working together.
Another good piece of defending from Carly Demurga to snuff out Subramanian Kunanlan. And he concedes the corner. Carly Demurga used to play for Portuense, now flying his trade for Global FC. That is cleared by Dennis Wolf. Phil needs some support. Moy hoofing this towards Wolf. Wolf and Angel aren't spaced correctly. That ball will go outside. Counter-attack for Malaysia. Too much traffic for their midfield. Angel, he's got such a good pass. James is asking for it wide right. He's gonna get it now, but it's gonna be picked off by Azraruddin Putra Omar. Clever back heel. Looks like thus far it's been a fairly open start to this game, Mariel. A chance now for Malaysia on the right side. Manaf Mamat.
Yeah, that's right. Both teams actually being able to create, moving the ball around. So pretty much it's been very fair for it's a fairly good game for the Philippines and Malaysia.
James has sent it to the captain, Safiq Rahim. Juani Girado takes it clear. Kunanlan is onside, but he's not fast enough for that ball. This is the FIFA International Friendly between the Philippines and Malaysia. Glad you could join us here on ABS-CBN Sports, and special thanks to Discovery Suites, the official hotel of the Philippine Ascals. Of course, you can't win a football game without a good night's rest, and for sure Discovery Suites are helping in that regard. Phil Young-Husband battling. Demurga, long ball that's going to go straight to the center defender, Subramaniam Suryaparad. Sabio. Free kick to Malaysia.
Jason Sabio has actually played pretty good games in the Middle East tour. Has definitely improved a lot from the first few matches he's played for the Philippines.
He told me he's lost 15 pounds. You're really getting a shape. Chance here for Malaysia. As you see this replay, Ray Johnson's going to collect possession and send it to Subramanian. Looks like our midfield, we're not yet developing attacks from the midfield yet, Marielle. It's a cause of concern.
Yeah, so far all the balls have been coming from the defense, throwing the ball up to Phil and to Dennis Wolf. So we'd like to see more action from Lexton Moy and Jason De Jong, you know, creating those attacks for the Philippine Ascals.
Wolf, did he get a call? Yes, he did. Free kick for the Philippines right outside the D. This is a dangerous area for the home team.
There you go, Wolf with the ball, getting some physical contact from number 12 of Malaysia, trying to get away there, but you know, number 27 just hit him. So this is a good spot where you can get a free kick because you know there's always a large percentage of goals coming from dead ball situations.
Mohammed Fadli, Mohammed Shas, they are called for the foul. Phil Young husband. Let's see if he can flip this ball over the wall and keep it down. I can see Wani Guirado also standing over the ball, and Jason De Jong. Young husband straight at the keeper, on target but doesn't have the spice. And Mohammad Farizal Marlias has to make his first save of the match.
That's right, that would have been a good chance for the Philippines, but you know, Phil hit it straight to the goal, straight at the hands of the goalkeeper. You know, put a little more speed there, then you know it would have been a good chance. But again, getting fouls at the vital area will help the Philippines get those chances or score those goals from dead ball situations.
I saw on Twitter that the former coach of the Asco, Simon McMenemy, says that that's not what you want to do with Safi. He's deadly on dead balls. Jason Sabio tidying up to Ray Johnson.
That's right. Safi is known to be, you know, he's a top scorer. He's been getting goals through, you know, dead ball situations such as that, with the goalkeeper of Malaysia just getting that one. But again, you know, there are a lot of threats with free kicks because, you know, the player has all the time, you know, has the time to take the shot, you know, pace himself. And if you are accurate and lucky, you know, you can really score goals from those free kicks.
Lexton Moy not able to hang on to that. That is Amar Rohidan with the pass. And this is the short passing that Raja Gopal prefers. Safi. Ball is bundled out by Ray Johnson. Safiq Rahim laying it off of the one touch. Really, one touch is such an efficient, clever way to play football. And a lot of Filipino footballers have yet to grasp it, I think.
That's right. That's what we were saying, you know, in the match against Madrid. The Madrid players had the ball moving really quick, and these are the things that you want to look or you want to see from the Philippine Ascals, that you make the ball move quicker games, you know, with all these short passing and one touch, because it can really break down the defense of the opposing team.
I remember watching the Premiership, seeing Man City score a goal against Man United. 4 one-touch passes and a one-touch finish. It was a sight to behold. Wolf giving up that ball rather easily. He's trying to make amends, and he's won possession back off Bunyamin Umar. Phil lurking in the middle. And that is well defended by Malaysia. Lexton Moy battling. James Young husband wants a call, and he's going to get it. Lexton De La Cruz Moy grew up in Chinatown in New York. Father from Hong Kong, mother from the Philippines.
Dennis Wolf trying to win that ball back. Actually, winning it back and giving a really good cross to Phil. Unfortunately, there were two guys marking Phil Young husband. So, but these are the kind of players that you want to have, who never give up and always run after the ball.
Phil Young husband taking the free kick, curling it in. Headed clear from Malaysia. Lexton Moy to Wani Guirado. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. That is in the direction of Dennis Wolf. Corner is conceded by Fadli Shas. I want to say hello to Coach Graham McKinnon, who's watching now from Bandar Seri Bagawan. And this was a useful ball, but the defense got to it.
Yeah, that's right. It's a good cross, left-footed cross from Jose Guirado.
Phil. It's gone long for Angel. Phil would love to have that one back. Angel works hard to keep it. He's so good with the ball at his feet. Malaysian defense clears it to Carly. Jason De Jong This is for Wolf. He chips it down. Malaysia doing just enough. This is a very good spell for the home team.
That's right. Definitely a good ball from Jason De Jong. There you go. You know, crosses like that can really be a threat to the defense of the Malaysian team. So again, Gerardo working hard to keep the ball, tries to get it through the Malaysian defense, gets away but has no support. The Malaysian defense gets it back.
Chance for Malaysia on the other end. Abdul Manaf Mamat. Neil Etheridge. Perhaps some words of encouragement. That's a new style of pants there for the goalkeeper. Knee-length pants.
Big change of uniform for the Philippine Ascals.
Neil Etheridge, reserve goalkeeper for Fulham FC of the English Premier League. Hoists this one. Wolf trying to create from it. Awkward ball for Kunlanlan. Moy. Dangerous there to back to Sabio. He had Safi. Could have intercepted that, but it's going to go right back to Juan Igurado. Elder brother of Angel Guirado in his first cap for the Philippines. Phil to James, not the good first touch. Well, the ball was a bit stiff and James goes to ground, and the Philippines yet again with a free kick, and it seems like the Philippines are having the run of play at the moment, Mario.
That's right, the Philippines has been playing well. Good cross there. Chance for the Philippine Ascals. You know, again, we've been playing, we've been attacking, we've been putting in threat with all these free kicks. So it's a good sign for us because we are able to move the ball forward. Again, Phil Younghusband with a free kick there. Opportunity for the Philippines. Guirado just a little bit short for that heading.
Thus far, a bright start for the Philippines here in the first 18 minutes. Good header from Ray Hansen. Cleared well by Fadli Shas. This, as we mentioned, this Malaysian team played India last November. 2 games, won 1 and lost 1 and drew the other. They defeated Chinese Taipei in a 2-legged series to make it to the next round of the World Cup qualifying, where they lost to Singapore 6-4 on aggregate. They actually lost 5 goals to 3 in the first match in the Jalan Besar Stadium. Maybe some defensive issues then. Wolf got room, but that'll be cleared. Subramanian, Suryaparad.
So far we've been putting the pressure on the Malaysian defense, which is good. You know, this helps build the confidence of the Ascals, you know, to be able to bring the ball to attack and not just to sit back on defense.
Yes, I've been surprised really that we have had more territory and perhaps even more possession. Here's another long heave from a fellow from who was studying law in the University of Alabama. James had his noggin to it, but it's cleared by Safik Rahim. Good control there by the number 15, Wanzak Haikal Wanur. There you see the back pass from Ray Johnson. When you head the ball back to the goalkeeper can handle it. If you kick it back to the goalkeeper must also kick it. James Younghusband battling against Azwaruddin Putra Omar. Could be a corner.
I think it's a goal kick. Again, James trying to get possession of the ball. with a physical shove, no, from number 4 of the Malaysian player. So James trying to get a foul there, but apparently the referee did not give that.
I thought he had a shout there for a foul. James is the epitome of what we call a box-to-box player. Maging sa depensa o sa opensa, talagang lumalagari yun from one penalty box to the other. Jason Sabio going up, taking a knock. Safik, very, very clever. And that ball is trickled on too far for Kunanlan.
That's right. You know, one thing you can say about James Young Husband is that he's very hardworking. So here, number 8, we said, you know, the man to watch out for, number 8 and number 10 of Malaysia. We've got number 8, the team captain, very skillful.
Safi, neutralized well by Carly, but at a cost. Free kick here for Malaysia. Is this within the range of Safi Sali? Wonderful pictures here from a crew of the action. Carly taking a tumble. It's going to be the captain, Safik Rahim. It appears Malaysia not going to be taking this directly. They'll be wheeling it in. It's batted out. Shot at goal from Amar Rohidan will go into the blue bleachers. Still scoreless. We're in the 22nd minute. Bob Guerrero on the call with the captain of the Malditas, Mariel Benitez.
Well, so far, Neil Etheridge hasn't really been tested by the strikers of the Malaysian team. So that's a good sign for us. It means our defense is working.
Boy, shielding the ball well with his body. Jason De Jong looking for James, but the pass isn't on. Jason De Jong, we hear, could be making an appearance in the UFL, the top flight here very soon.
That's right. We hear that maybe he'll be playing here this March for the Stallions FC.
Of course, one of the top teams in the Philippines, Stallion FC. James, good header to Wolf. Lovely little nutmeg pass back to James. James to Carly. De Jong trying to finesse it. Oh! Malaysian defense bending but not breaking. And now counter-attack time for Malaysia. Safik. And Neil will get there first.
Again, this is what we're saying, you know, the Malaysian team, very deadly on counter-attack. So even if the Philippines has been making those attempts, dominating in possession and creating chances for them, we always have to watch out for the counter-attacks of the Malaysian team.
Of course, they will have a technical advantage in spots and will have speed as well on their side. Fadli Muhammad Shahs on the ball. Malaysia very patient. Then they're going to go for the long pass. Well, so much for the short passing game there, Mariel. I'm not sure if Coach K would be appreciative of that choice.
That's right. It seems like they're trying to break down the defense of the Philippines, who have been, you know, playing really well. They've been, you can see that they're very organized. They move as one. So far that's, you know, I think Coach Vice has been really focusing on that movement.
Phil swinging it into Angel. Back to Phil! A chance here! Oh, and it's covered by the defense. And the crowd almost going wild. Let's see how this play develops.
There you go. Phil, good touch on the ball. Right? Hits it right smack straight to the goalkeeper of Malaysia. That was a very, very close attempt. And, you know, the crowd got excited, but unfortunately it went straight to the goalkeeper. But these are the chances that you look for. You know, players like Phil, who has the confidence, the composure to handle the ball inside the penalty box, to take those chances, is what, you know, the Philippines need. So this is a good sign, and, you know, we hope that Phil gets more balls up there in the penalty box so he can score those goals.
Excellent positioning by goalkeeper Farizal Marlias. He really narrowed the angle and made himself big. Sabio. De Jong, the first touch isn't quite there. Phil to Wolf. Oh, he's trying to do a 1-2 pass. De Jong, a bit too heavy with that, I would think, but Phil could get there first. It's bundled out well by Subramaniam.
So Phil getting the ball from Jason De Jong, but the defense of Malaysia gets it out. But these are the things that you want to see, that Jason and Lexton Moy trying to create opportunities, because they're the midfielders, and you want, you know, your attacks to be from the midfielders to create those opportunities for the Philippines.
Jason. Oh, and that's a chance from Dennis Wolf that will go straight to the midst of the keeper. Safi. Juan Igirado, there's no foul. Safi still has a chance into the 6-yard box. Oh, and wow, how does Safik Rahim miss from there? He had the goal at his mercy and hoofed it over the crossbar.
Very good chance for Malaysia right there. Again, we said this is the guy, you know, to watch out for. They have all these dummy runs that the defense gets caught in, and it just opens the opportunities for the Malaysian team. So again, the Philippines has been having possession, has been having those attempts, but it's these situations wherein it can cost us, you know, for Malaysia to score that goal.
And Safik Ramin was completely all by his lonesome. Couldn't keep it down. Chance for the Philippines on the other end. The assistant referee has blown his, has raised his flag. It's going to be a free kick to Malaysia. But I think we're seeing just how explosive Malaysia can be on the counter. Phil searching for a body there in the 6-yard box. It's not quite going to happen. As we approach the 28th minute of play. A chance now for Malaysia. Kunanlan. Clever work from Kunanlan. Here's the cross, and Lexton Moy is there to send this out. It actually, well, there it goes out. Also plays for Kaya FC. And the Malaysians certainly are getting penetration on the flank. James tracking back on defense. Wolf. Disrupted. He can take the long shot. Floating it in. It's just a bit long for Manaf Mamat. Malaysia will try and restart. Safik outfoxing De Jong. Safi goes down. The referee's going to blow his whistle and give Malaysia a free kick.
That's right. Now you can see that individually Malaysian players are very good, very skillful with the ball. You know, they're very quick. Here you have team captain getting through Dennis Wolf, and Dennis Wolf causing that foul. So again, you know, we've seen 2-3 players trying to get through the defense of the Philippine Ascals.
Safik Rahim again ponders this. He's got Safi lurking in the middle along with Kunanlan and Abdul Manaf Mamat. Safi's actually in an offside position at the moment.
Known for his, you know, for scoring in free kicks and long balls.
On target. Oh no, just wide rather. But that had plenty of velocity on that ball.
Good strike on that ball, just off the goal, but very deadly. Again, we've said a large percentage of goals arise from dead ball situations.
Etheridge. Phil. James. He goes down, and it'll be another free kick for the Philippines. And the Chinese Taipei referee having a quiet word there with Mohammad Azharuddin Putra Omar.
This is a good opportunity for us. This is the second or the third time we take the free kick from this spot. So, Phil should be getting a good feel about this ball, throwing it into our players who are inside the penalty box.
Curling it in. Angel Guirado can't keep it down. But it could be last touch to Malaysia. It is last touch to Malaysia. We'll get a corner. And don't you love those crosses that swing in towards the attacking players? Phil again with the corner. Usually it's Chifi Caligdong who takes those corners, and Phil is able to be in the middle, but now it's Phil. Johnson. James is brought down, and De Jong can do no better with that volley.
Yeah, that's right. When you have corner kicks, you actually have your in-swing or out-swing, and these are big opportunities for teams to score in these situations, because it's very difficult for the goalkeeper to come out and defend his goal with corner kicks.
So on the corners from the right, you want it to be taken from the right foot, and from the left, ideally from the left foot. That's what makes Chifi Caligdong so amazing. He takes corners from either foot. Kunanlan, shot at goal over Neil and over the crossbar as well. But that was a handy strike there.
Definitely Kunanlan putting on the pressure on Neil, who is a step or two steps outside of his line. So these are long balls that can prove to be deadly, because they can score. These players of Malaysia have the skills to score from outside the penalty box.
Jason Sabio, bright kid, graduated, I believe, cum laude from Birmingham Southern, and is taking law in the Alabama University when international football got in the way of those plans. Malaysia conceding another throw-in, another chance now for Sabio. I really like Sabio's throw-in. Not only is it long and powerful, but it's kind of low and piercing. It's almost like a kick, really.
That's right. I think it's as good as a corner kick of the girls, So definitely a lot of advantage for the Philippine Ascals when you've got players who can throw in this long.
Corner kick of some of the guys also. Near the 6-yard box, it's a goal! Philippines 1-0! Dennis Wolf has scored his first international goal! Anton Del Rosario, his teammate in Kayaks, he loves it, as does this crowd. The Philippines are on top in the 34th minute.
Great throw in by Jason Sabio, and a great diving header from Dennis Wolf, who seemed to be unmarked, coming from behind. And we were saying, throws like this create opportunities for the Philippine Ascals, and that was just such a beautiful goal by Dennis Wolf.
Kudos to Jason Sabio for whipping this one in. The marking left a lot to be desired, and Mohamed Farizal Marlias was unable to stop the header from the Philippines. And they lead 1-0 after 34 minutes. Could they go 2 up? Wolf, Phil, Back to Amar Rohidan. You know, we had Anton Del Rosario and Jason Sabi who have that long throw, but finally it pays off in a goal.
That's right. Again, in areas in the attacking third, you really look for the advantage. And Coach Michael Weiss has been, has been asking Jason Sabi to make those long throw-ins. And again, it's proved that it has worked, and it went straight to Dennis Wolf, heading that ball, scoring that beautiful goal.
What's the name of that kid in the Premier League? Delap? Jerome Delap, who has that long throw. Forget his name, but what a weapon it is. Safik Rahim wants to level things. Towards Safi. He chested down and chested out of bounds. Special thanks to Discovery Suites, the official hotel of the Philippine Ascals. This is the first meeting between the Philippines and Malaysia in senior competition since 1991. They last met in under-23 competition in 2005 in Panaad. It was a bad flashback for Malaysia as Philippines took a 2-0 lead then. The Philippines took a 2-0 lead, but Malaysia stormed back with 4 goals to win 4-2 in group game play. And again, Malaysia behind the 8 ball on the road in the Philippines anew. Of course, a lot of the players on that team still playing for the Ascals today, like the young husbands. That team also had Caligdong, Araneta, I believe, Anto Gonzalez. And now it's Angel. Johnson, back heel. Wolf. James Young Husband, sensible back pass to the keeper. Now he's such a nice looking guy, Dennis Wolf, but you can say he's a bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing because he came out of nowhere to bundle that ball into the net. Phil Young Husband, not the best touch, but he controls it well. Back to James. James wheeling this one in. The keeper is going to pluck it out of the sky just at the right moment. Quick counter attack from Malaysia. Wanzak probably over dribbling there just a bit, but you can't blame him. There's no, he plucks off a cross, but Neil is there.
That's right. I think he was just waiting for some support to come and assist him so he could pass the ball. But other than that, very good skills trying to keep control of that ball with Jason and Ray Johnson putting the pressure on him.
Safi to Kunanlan. Kunanlan takes it in. Back to Safi. Boy was all over it. There's Jarudin Putra. Back to Kunanlan. Kunanlan can't beat Carly.
Kunanlan wins a foul from Carly.
And this is a handy spot here for the visitors. 38 minutes gone. Chance to attack the goal of Neil Etheridge. Again, it's the captain, Safik Rahim. Takes it hard directly at Neil. He spilled it. A scramble outside of the goal. And, oh boy, that was a very disappointing way for that move to end. Wanzak Haikal Wanor heaving this one over the crossbar, but real terror here for the Philippines.
That's right. Neil slipped, dropping the ball. Number 4 trying to get there. Gerardo playing well on defense, but unfortunately the Malaysian player just blasted the ball way past or over the goal.
James. Another trickle out. Carly Demurga, one of 3 Filipino Spaniards on the pitch for the Azcals today. Sabio chesting it down. Back to Johnson. Demurga to Phil. It's been a solid half of football for the Philippines, and they'll take that goal in the 34th minute. And it was a deserving strike because we had long spells of pressure.
That's right. They've been putting the pressure on the Malaysian defense, and scoring that way through a throw-in and scoring from a diving header is actually just a beautiful way of scoring a goal. Anywhere or any time you play and you score on a header, will always be considered a beautiful goal. So I think that was a good opportunity for the Philippines to take advantage, considering that we've been putting a lot of pressure on the Malaysian defense.
Here's Sabio again with a long run up to the long throw. Phil, can he turn and shoot? Off to James on the left wing. James floats it in towards Angel. Doesn't quite have the steam to it. And Farizal Marlias will control.
Good opportunity there. James crossing the ball just a little bit over for Guirado to head the ball, but again, as you've said, not enough strength on that one.
Carly. Two and a half minutes to go before the halftime whistle. Wolf. This is James' young husband. Phil's lost control of that. Looks like almost there are 3 defenders now back for Malaysia. Maybe something akin to a 3-5-2. Even a 3-4-3. I think they've got 3 players up right now.
Yeah, I think now they're going to try to push a couple of more players of their players up to score those goals. They've had some opportunities, but close calls with defense of the Philippines, but just not enough to really put a pressure on Neil Etheridge.
Has not had a whole lot to do yet, but that will likely change in the second half. One-touch ball to Muhammad Bunyamin Umar. Another one-toucher. Back to Safik Rahim. Azraruddin Putra Omar again. Member of the gold-winning squad from the SEA Games. Good skill to Safik. To Safi, chipping that one over, but only as far as Wani Guirado. This is good possession here from Malaysia.
That's right. I think this is the one that they're saying, short passing game. They build up together. The team stays compact, so this actually builds their confidence, keeping possession of the ball, and eventually put a threat on the defense of the Philippines once they reach the attacking third.
Good work right there from Angel Guirado. Free kick for the Philippines, and Neil Etheridge communicating with his back four. You like to have a goalkeeper with a strong presence in the back who can really organize things. I used to wonder why sometimes goalkeepers were captains, but I understand now because they can see everything. And Walling Bermejo, the fourth official, tells us that we will have 1 minute of stoppage time to be tacked on to this half.
Yeah, that's right, because when you're a goalkeeper, you see the whole game, so it's good that you have a noisy goalkeeper shouting the commands, because you're able to organize your team better.
Amar Rohidan. Good defending from Ray Johnson. Throw in deep in Philippine territory for Malaysia. Banzak Haikal Wanur will send it back to, will be a goal kick, and Philippines in no hurry now. We should hear the whistle any moment now. A solid performance from the Azkals in this first half. And there's the whistle. The Philippines were the better team, and they showed it on the scoreboard well. Off the long throw from Jason Sabio. It's number 20, Dennis Wolf, opening his account for the Azkals with a strike in the 34th minute. And that is the difference. In going into halftime, the home side leads 1-0 in this FIFA International friendly. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.